Hey there, thanks for watching this video. Raquel and I wanted to put together a quick screencast for you, outlining exactly how it is that we're creating these hyper-targeted online billboard ads for anti-aging, and how we're using a very non-traditional approach to pay-per-click management to really position the perfect ads in front of the searchers every time, so we can position our partners with the best quality leads in the industry at the lowest cost possible. So we really invite you to open up your minds to the realm of possibilities that the strategy that we're going to share with you today is very rare, it's very valuable, and it's very effective. 1 out of 100 marketers that even knows this strategy fails on execution because they lack the proprietary technology that we're going to share with you today. So we're going to be covering things like how to prevent getting burned and blowing up your budget with Google, SEO, Facebook, or anything that you've tried in the past. We're also going to be covering how to get these highly relevant clicks that you hear about that competition spends a fortune on, but get those clicks at a reduced premium, and at the same time not sacrifice the quality and caliber of lead data that you're getting and maintain the highest intent leads in the industry. And we can show you how you could have this launched with little to no risk whatsoever. So the first thing that we wanted to cover with you today is the concept of billboard advertising. Now, billboard ads work, but it's at a tremendous cost. And the reason for that is you may see a sign that says licensed plumber on duty as you're passing by I-95, and you may think to yourself that it's comical, but at the end of the day, it's a very high traffic, low relevance situation. And so billions of dollars a year are wasted on this very ineffective medium of lead generation that's good for branding, to say the least. But from a lead generation standpoint, it's very high traffic and low relevance, meaning all of the cars that were passing through this major interstate that realized that billboard ad probably weren't thinking of a plumber. As a matter of fact, if you investigate further, this guy needed a PI attorney, he needed a chiropractor, this little piggy needed a breakfast diner, and then maybe one guy had a broken toilet. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of leakage and a lot of unnecessary impressions, as we would call it, in the pay-per-click space, and irrelevant clicks. So what if we could segment the traffic and just imagine if we could take all of the cars that needed personal injury attorneys and we could make it more relevant to where we would send all of those people down this road, and then we would contact all the PI attorneys and tell them that this road is the park place of PI for billboards, and they would put up all their billboards here and they would convert better. Same thing with the chiropractors, the diners, the plumbers, and of course the anti-aging people would all go down this road. Except we run into an issue that pay-per-click runs into, and that's how can we make it even more relevant and segment this grid even further to segment all of the traffic that, let's say, is looking for an anti-aging med spa, okay, except the ones that are looking for affordable anti-aging solutions would travel down this road. And so now the billboards have to be even more targeted towards affordability, whereas everyone traveling down this road was looking for a 5-star anti-aging med spa, let's say. And so now the signs would be geared towards not affordability, but more towards rating on Google and so on and so forth. But then someone over here may be looking for, the best and most affordable. So now it has to be even more targeted to fit both of those search parameters. And so this is the direction that a focused, optimized pay-per-click campaign goes in, except we've taken our strategy to the next level. And just imagine if we could make this grid perfectly relevant to where we have hundreds, if not thousands, of online billboard ads set up in your respective marketplace, completely gridlocking the entire city with nothing but hyper-relevant traffic, meaning that no matter what turn the traffic takes, they bump into the perfect billboard every single time. Now, if we could do this in real life, then this would be amazing, and we could do this in the online world, and this is when the magic starts to happen. This is how you avoid blowing your budget with Google AdWords, and again, this is how we've produced phenomenal results for our partners time and time again. That's really allowed us to target the top 1% of anti-aging specialists in the country. So traditional campaigns, very ineffective. Our campaigns use long tail keywords, so we don't focus on search terms like bicycle or beach cruiser that don't have high intent. We focus on black 10-speed beach cruiser that's going to have far less competition, a higher level of descriptiveness, and for that reason it's going to convert the best because it's going to be the most relevant. So when we have hundreds of these, it makes for a very prolific campaign. And what you see back here is exactly that. On our dashboard is you could see some of the ads that we've built. This particular campaign used to have a lot more, but we boiled down 193 ads from hundreds and hundreds of search terms like anti-aging doctor or anti-aging center spot or anti-aging center Florida. Now, typically, these would all be grouped, these headlines or these search terms, into one ad. But this foreshadows what our method does. So what it really breaks down to is ad rank. And most of your competition is focused on one of two constituents, which is maximum cost per click. But what we're focused on, rather than being engaged in a bidding war for that search term, is the quality score. And that's Google's secret sauce for rewarding us with the best position at the lowest cost per click possible. Meaning your competition could be spending $3, $4, $10 per click, but we're spending $161 and still maintaining the best positioning because our quality score is much higher, and that's Google's secret sauce for rewarding us with the best positioning and allowing us to burn the candle at both ends and get the best position at the lowest cost, the highest quality and caliber of data without spending what your competition is spending. And this is because we've learned how to literally leverage Google's reputation because it wants to provide 100% lookup success to the searcher every single time. And so Google's chief economist will even state that 60% of Google's quality score is determined by the CTR, which is the click-through rate, meaning the rate at which someone actually clicks on an ad and how relevant that ad is to the landing page quality. And so what we want to share with you today is common practices that give pay-per-click a bad name. This is why 99% of advertisers are failing, is because they are grouping their keywords. This is what's causing irrelevant clicks, fraudulent clicks, and a much lower quality score. And what we mean by that is, again, whether they're typing in medical spa or medical clinic or best medical clinic, all of these keywords represent search terms that would pop up, and no matter which one of these keywords are typed in, the same exact series of ads displays under this ad group. And so even if two of those aren't performing well, this entire group is dragged down as far as the average value. And the cost is going to get driven up from the search terms that don't convert at a high rate because they're not that relevant to what the person searched. They're similar, but they're not exactly relevant. So what if we could remove those two or build separate ads for them so we could see their own values individually? Well, this would take weeks and weeks if we had several hundred, if not thousands, of search terms to build in these ad campaigns. And that's why we said that 1 out of 100 marketers that would know this strategy would fail to execute on it because it's not practical, because they lack the proprietary software that's allowed us to take thousands of search terms and build thousands of unique ads overnight. And so what we have is the 1% method, the one-on-one method that really allows us to target the top 1% of anti-aging specialists in the country. And all that we are doing to reduce these irrelevant clicks and create a much higher quality score environment is we are building single keyword ads, meaning every single ad that we build has its own specific search phrase, and we are not grouping other search phrases under that same ad. This is going to give us a much broader view of the actual pay-per-click campaign and give us a lot more control to turn off what's not working and reduce that leakage and maximize your ROI. And again, we have a proprietary software that we've spent a fortune developing that pretty much allows us to do this overnight. So with that being said, Raquel and I are searching for an exclusive partnership with a well-established anti-aging solutions provider in your area. Again, our team has primarily worked within the anti-aging niche, so we know what works best, okay? You could ask Raquel about our pay-per-lead model. It's a no-risk model. This way, if you don't get any leads, you get a money-back guarantee. And if you're dissatisfied, we'll even throw in this souvenir as a tchotchke, just so there's no hard feelings. So I hope that this presentation has been nothing shy of educational and informative for you. And Raquel definitely looks forward to addressing any questions or concerns that you have. Thanks for watching.